Well, this is gonna be a weird one. It's right around March 20th, 2022. And today is the first day in 2022 that both the roads are clean enough to ride and the temperatures are warm enough that I'm not going to be blinded instantly when I try to do a motovlog. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. You'll figure out what we do here pretty quickly. If you're not, I apologize for being gone forever, but that's the Midwest for you. I'm pretty sure most of you knew that when you signed up. I appreciate your patience with that. Last year being my first year doing this stuff, I didn't really have an opportunity to pre-plan a lot of content, pre-record a lot of content, and stretch it out over the course of a winter, which everybody warned me I needed to do, but just didn't have the opportunity for it, you know? I was working a 70-hour-a-week job. All my vacation time was getting burned up for rallies. It just wasn't realistic last year. But speaking of all that, now that it's 2022, we got to ask ourselves, how do we make 22 a better year than 21? To put that in perspective to the new people to the crowd, my whole life is different this year. You know, we went everything from working 70 hours a week, taking vacation for Sturgis, we made it. Oktoberfest, we made it. Stubborn American Party, we made it. Met all of my favorite motovloggers except for I didn't get to meet Moto Blonde, didn't meet Blockhead, didn't meet Bikers and Brews, and didn't meet the ever so enlightened and polite and courteous and loving Professional Monkey. He's gonna slap the shit out of me if he ever watches this video and sees me later. But then I decided I gotta be worth more than what I'm getting out of life. I need more two-wheel time. I need more time with my family. It's just not enough. So I quit my job and went into business with my wife. And in many ways, it is literally the best thing that has ever happened to me. Like, if I don't feel like working Monday, I could wait till the kids go to bed at 9 o'clock on Sunday night. I could work till 3 o'clock in the morning and just, I don't feel like going in tomorrow. And that's amazing. But the difference in, how do you say, disposable income is pretty considerable. Like at my 70-hour-a-week job, it was like, oh, $1,100 suspension? Whatever. You know? And I don't quite have that level of disposable income anymore, but I have my freedom. And it was definitely a fair trade for me. I had already put, dollar-wise, half of what's going into this bike is already done. So it's gonna slow down the rest of the progress, but at least I can enjoy my life now. I'm not just, you know, what's that phrase? Work to live, don't live to work. And that's definitely the swap that I have made. When I was with my previous company, I was definitely living to work. And now I can say, I'm working to live. I do a lot better than most people and just count my blessings and enjoy the ride, figuratively and literally. So if any of you guys watched my first couple videos, you know I was like, oh man, nobody names bikes as good as the Swamp Wizard. Somebody who knows him, please, please, please show this image and get him to name my bike. Well, crazy thing enough, I named this bike El Guapo, and then a month later I literally run into Shade Tree Surgeon, explain the story to him, and he's like, all right son, what are you gonna do with the bike? I described it to him and he starts laughing. He's like, I might not have come up with that name myself, but I wouldn't change it. You nailed it. Sweet. So yeah, I can't say it was the best year of my life, but I feel like, you know, my first bagger, meeting so many people that I respected, making new friends from all across the planet, getting to meet Salty and Sprinkles down there in Texas, and having a great 12-hour beer ride with them. Hopefully 2021 was the year that changed the direction of my life. I gotta make a quick run out to the fire station, and I figured this was, you know, pretty good opportunity to get everything warmed up, remember how all this equipment works, remember how to do all the editing and stuff. Which reminds me, other advantage, because of the business that my wife and I have, I was able to start swapping what software we use for a lot of our stuff, get the entire Adobe suite on a subscription, and just write that off on taxes, and just use the Adobe Premiere to do all the video editing. So that was a pretty cool workout. I'm hoping that all the snow is melted from around the station, because if not, I'm gonna have to do some creative parking. I definitely have plans to do everything that I did last year except buy another bagger, and see what we can do in addition to. Oh wow, I was out here a week ago and there was a foot of snow on the ground. It's crazy. So yeah, this is my new hobby. Trying to figure out the world. Fortunately, I've actually lived here a few years, and now I know most of Wyoming pretty good, and I don't have to use any of that advanced technology to handhold and babysit me. I can actually make it to addresses and mile markers that are thrown out by dispatch pretty effectively. Alright, so I'm gonna edit out the PIN code to get into the building, but this is the world of volunteer firefighting. Everything in here was either donated, or one of us or a contractor in town donated their labor to try and get this all done. I did a lot of the electrical work. It almost looks like I know what I'm doing. But that's a wrap up for this one. I'm glad you guys stuck with me for 3 months where I either couldn't ride or I couldn't ride with a helmet and actually see. And you know, the YouTubes, I can't really just throw a microphone onto my face and record with a camera that faces me. They'll rip that stuff down real quick. This is it. I will see you guys in a few days. Hopefully this is going to be full-time, 2 videos a week like it used to be before Wyoming said, Later guys.